Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Holistic Witch's Cottage. My name is Melissa, and I am the Holistic Witch. And today is Christmas Eve at the time of the recording, and we're going to talk about how things are connected and a little witch of a witch as you wish, which seems to be my mantra, which is spreading across social media, which is cool. I like it. So what's your Christmas looking like, podcast peeps? Are you celebrating Christmas, or is it just an annoyance in your life because you have completely dropped those traditions and moved on to more Yuletide and pagan traditions? I've mentioned before we do a blend of both here. But I have to say I'm not really feeling Christmas this year. I'm sitting in the living room. I see the tree in front of me. I'm not sure. It's just not really doing it for me. Maybe it's the weather this morning. There is a storm on the horizon, some kind of wintry, sleety mix. It's very windy out. So today's podcast, just going to talk a little bit about the holidays, maybe touch on a hint of shadow work, and we'll end with a ghost of Christmas past, present, and future tarot spread. Okay? Just for entertainment purposes and maybe a little education as well, because that's where I focus in the wonderful world of card reading. So as far as the holidays, this morning I've got dark roast in the cup with some sweetener and creamer, cloves, and a little bit of vanilla, because I felt like I needed some grounding. I think my body is telling me, Miss Melissa, you had enough of the Yuletime celebration. I made that big chocolate Yule log. I think I was primarily the only person in the house that ate that, and I generally don't eat much for sweets, and I can't even remember the last time I had chocolate frosting from, store-bought kind, Pillsbury kind, from a container. When Chris was younger, pre-diabetes, he was a dancer, and I would take him to dance class, dance lessons, and our treat afterwards was we would share frosting. And then COVID hit, and Chris got sick. Chris was diagnosed with type 1 juvenile diabetes, and I'm not sure if I have had store-bought frosting in this house since that time, so it's been 5 years. The Yule log was tasty. I did break it in the roll. Chris chose a dark fudge cake mix because I said I was going to introduce the easiest one. I should have made my own cake from scratch. I know that, but I wanted to do the easiest recipe I could find, and we did use a box mix. It did break in the roll-up, but chocolate frosting is wonderful spackle, so I thought the pictures looked kind of cute, and I decorated it with thyme sprigs from the garden here at the cottage. So I thought that looked cute. I ate too much of it. Whether my joints are aching from sugar inflammation or the upcoming storm, I'm not exactly sure. I will work on that later. I also put out a little post about the bikes of Christmas past, present, and future. I didn't realize that so many of the bikes that I have owned in my own life, my bikes, not the bikes for the kids, have been blue. My first real two-wheel bike with training wheels, which I wasn't allowed to use because they were for sissies. Thanks, Dad, for that. Was blue and had one of those cute wicker daisy baskets on the front. So we jumped to Christmas present, and I bought myself an electric trike. I've been posting about it. I bumped into my neighbor briefly yesterday, and she rolled her eyes and reminded me again of how stupid I am, which is always fun. I don't know why she swears at me a lot. I don't know why you needed to get that blankety thing, but I'm excited because I used to love to ride. I've had, of my own bikes, I've probably had 5 or 6 in my lifetime, and I absolutely love to ride, and that's something that we have gotten away from. Chris is not a bike rider. Chris has had bikes. We had grand plans of taking bikes up to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Hubby and I enjoy biking. We were going to bike it. Chris could bike it. We had a trailer that we would pull. We'd have all the camping gear. Chris has never been a biker. He never caught on to it. He can ride a bike. He just hates it. So that kind of ended that for me. But Chris is 18 now and hopefully going to get on with his own life. And we have a rummage sale bike that I bought for Chris maybe 2 or 3 years ago at a church rummage sale down the street. I got it for $10. It was in really good shape. Know the owners. He's a mechanic, so I assume it was well cared for. Turns out the wife only rode it like twice, and it was in the garage forever. It's nice. It's a 3-speed. But where we live, I described it in a social media post. I typed a capital V. Our main street is at the bottom of the V, and this town is built like on V. So we live at the top of the V. So we don't get anywhere without going down and coming back up very steep hills in this area. We have a lovely rails to trail. I love it, but again, I have to travel down and then back up a very steep hill to get there. So I saved up and I found a wonderful, wonderful deal and got myself a Moon Cool electric assist trike. I've been on it now. Little scoot around the neighborhood, and it's so awesome to be able to ride again and not have hip and knee pain, as unfortunately as you get older these things can happen. So I'm looking forward to maybe taking it out today before the winter weather comes. It is windy, but it's supposed to be in the 40s, so maybe I can take the Moon Cool out. Again, it's blue and it has a basket, and that wasn't even the color I ordered. That's just what came. So I guess it was meant to be. Today there'll be some cooking in my future. We don't go real crazy for Christmas. We'll probably be alone, just the 3 of us. There is a ham defrosting. I may make a pumpkin roll. There was a request for pumpkin roll. I may wimp out and turn it into something easier after the failure with the Yule log. Not sure yet. I have carrots to peel and roast, and it's feeling like a very orange holiday because we have sweet potatoes, carrots, pumpkin. So we'll see where that goes from that. In my mom's heritage, Eastern European heritage, when Mom went back to church and got back into Eastern Catholicism, Christmas Eve is a strict fast day. So for quite a while, like, we weren't allowed to eat on Christmas Eve, or we were allowed to have like a broth soup with maybe a little bit of lentils in it. Weirdness of Ghost of Christmas Past, that still nags at me today, like, you should not be eating today. But I did make some rice last night, and I'll make some beans later, and I'm sure I'll make some kind of meat for the boys. I don't eat much of it anymore, to be honest. So that's enough of rambling on about what's happening here. In about an hour, I am scheduled to do a yoga and time live that will be sip and flow, and that will also go into a little bit of the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. So I said we might touch on a little bit of shadow work. I think we'll do that with the tarot reading. So I live in Pennsylvania. There's funny rules about readings here. There's still old legislation on the books about fortune telling. I'm just putting it out there that I don't do readings for profit of any kind. I occasionally do readings on social media. I am a teacher, so I occasionally do readings from an educational purpose and entertainment purpose. So people learn how to do their own if that's something that resonates, and to protect them from spammers and scammers that may be out there in social media world. So just to be pre-prepared for this, I already drew cards, so I know what they are. I drew them right before I started the podcast, so I wouldn't be fumbling and making extra noise. I'll reveal the card, and then I have a book. I got it at a used book store somewhere. It's called The Essential Book of Tarot. Discover the Message in the Cards by Alice Eck-Reck. And I refer to this sometimes. I'm more of an intuitive reader, but when I'm doing teaching, I like to teach from the book. Okay? So my first card reveal, I felt like most of this reading did resonate with me. If it doesn't resonate with you, just see it as an educational tool. Miss Melissa is showing how to do the spread, and then you can use your own cards, regular playing cards, oracle cards, tarot cards, or whatever you wish to do your own spread, if this one doesn't resonate with you. Okay? So let's begin. Now, some people cast circle and do candles and the whole thing before tarot. I generally don't, but let's just take a breath. I call upon protection so nothing yucky wanders through, and as I call upon protection, I hear the jingle jangle of Momo the Wonder Dog. So let's see if I can start this without being interrupted. Probably not. So good morning, Momo. I was going to do a tarot reading for the podcast peeps, but it looks like you need to visit outside. So my friends, I'm going to pause. Momo says jingle jangle jangle hello, and I'll be right back and we'll do this reading. So I am back. Momo's back in, tucked under a blanket. He is nearby, so you may hear him in the background. Let's begin our reading. I'm doing a 3-card spread. It's called the Ghost of Past, Present, and Future Tarot Spread. And my first card, my card for Ghost of Christmas Past, is from the Major Arcana, and it is the Judgment card. And my card says, what old patterns or habits are you ready to leave behind and transform? Focus on rebirth, awakening, renewal, and judgment. Now from the tarot book, Alice Eck-Reck, Judgment. I am the one who judges the worth of those who come before me. Keywords: reward for past effort, reevaluation, responsibility, outcome, resolutions, and acceptance. The judgment card shows an angel, possibly Gabriel, sounding a trumpet above the figures rising from their graves. It echoes the day of judgment referred to in the Bible, when Christ and his angels will return to the earth, and even the dead will be judged on their deeds. This card can be understood to bring us the reward in life that we deserve. The fool is forced to look at where he has come from, how he has behaved, and the choices he has made. It marks a point at which we must reevaluate our lives. We may need to learn hard lessons and be held responsible for past actions. We are advised to come to a resolution and move on with a clean slate. The card can also refer to judgments in the law. So for my Ghost of Christmas Past, where is their judgment, and where will there be renewal? Be accountable for your actions. So if you want to delve into some shadow work, close your eyes. Let your mind drift back to a Christmas past. You can choose how far back to go. Pretend you're glancing in a window like we've seen in the movie The Christmas Carol, where spin-offs of that story in almost every pop culture show. I'm listening to a Star Trek podcast, and they even went into the Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future, sort of. So it pops up everywhere. Glancing in the window, what do you see? Now, I'm not asking you to judge yourself harshly, but if you see anything that you're uncomfortable with, can you let it go? And if you can, how do you choose to let it go? How do you find your rebirth, awakening, renewal from that time of Christmas past? We aren't in a time travel machine, so let's come back to the present and see what's next. So for my present card, and I do have to say this did resonate with me, I pulled the Queen of Pentacles. And this card says, I have to adjust my bifocals because I'm having a little trouble. Queen of Pentacles. You are abundant on your own, keeping balance between emotions, and practicality is one of your virtues. How can I balance my practical and nurturing side in creating abundance? If you're a regular listener, Melissa's Kitchen Witchery almost always centers on prosperity and abundance. So I guess my cooking side creates abundance. But how can I nurture? How can I be creative but still practical? How can I foster abundance and generosity but still take care of myself? I'm almost probably an empty nester, and I went from being the student who was expected to we used to get numeral grades on our report cards. So if I didn't get all hundreds, or at least, this is really weird because my mom had a thing about the number 99. So if I got hundreds on my report card, it was good. If I got 99s, it was bad because that was some kind of OCD trigger for her. If I got 98s, it was okay. But if I got anything lower than that, I was trash. So sometimes, to go back into Ghost of Christmas Past, sometimes I look back on those things and, I went from having to be the super student, achieving perfection for my mother, college, supposed to have the perfect career, but then pushed into a bad marriage at a very young age. And And then Mother afterwards, and now, it's that time, maybe it's my time again to take a little more care of me and not meet everyone else's needs. Maybe that's why I spent too much money on a ridiculous electric assisted bike. I'm not sure. But nurturing, how can I be practical, still nurture, but generous to myself as well? Let's talk about shadow work for a second. Where is your balance between practicality and generosity? Do you care for yourself? Do you practically take care of your own needs while still providing abundance for others? Or is there an imbalance there? Maybe that's something to look at. Christmases over the years have changed at the cottage. It was much different when the boys were young. It was much more child-focused. As far as presents this year, I don't want to give too much away, although I think everybody sort of knows what they're getting. We really focused on food gifts this year. We're all sort of heavily into the coffee thing. And Chris loves like high-end canned spicy jams and pickled vegetables and from farmers markets. So I would say that's abundance, but practicality, but not so much on the creative side this year. So we focused very much on practicality. So where are you in your life? Where is your balance between generosity and practicality? And remember to take care of yourself, okay? So the final card, Ghost of Christmas. Did I read the Queen card? I don't remember if I read the Queen card. The Queen of Pentacles from the book is generous and stable, sensible, down to earth, warm, comforting, and healthy, and content. The Queen of Pentacles is practical, down to earth, and generous with her gifts. She has an affinity with nature and animals and radiates comfort and confidence in her body. I definitely have that nature thing going on. She enjoys tending to her surroundings and taking care of others. She can be relied upon to give fair, sensible advice and find practical solutions to problems. This card may represent a mature woman who displays these qualities or can highlight the need to develop them in one's self. So Queen of Pentacles definitely resonates with me. Let's move on to the card of the Ghost of Christmas Future. And I drew the Knight of Cups, which I found to be an odd choice, but based on a dream I had last night, maybe it makes some sense. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Now, this card talks a lot about romance, and I think those days are probably long gone for me. But romance, charm, creativity, emotional sensitivity. Is there a potential for a relationship or creative project in your future? I would think for me it's probably more a creative project. Our local library is transitioning, and I've actually been working on restructuring and rebuilding the children's library. My first degree is in early childhood education, and I worked with young children for many years. So maybe that's my creative project for the Ghost of Christmas Future, to rebuild a children's library to be a safe, comfy, nurturing, educational space. Let's see what the book says about the Knight of Cups. Romantic and chivalrous, idealistic, questing, highly principled, and on a mission. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor of the pack in all his romantic splendor. He rides around the kingdom searching for love, ready to save her from any misfortune and ride off with her into the sunset. The knight may also be on another quest to seek the Holy Grail and restore the health of a king, bringing balance and peace and harmony to the kingdom. This card may describe a chivalrous young man or a woman with a sense of mission or high ideals, or it may show the characteristics of these within ourselves. So I don't think anyone would call me young anymore. Maybe it is a sense of mission. Maybe this card refers to the men in my life. I do have an 18-year-old. I wish he would be a little more chivalrous and adventurous. I had a dream last night about older son who has no contact with us. We haven't heard from him since Christopher got ill and was hospitalized with diabetes, and that's over 5.5 years ago. An odd dream about older son and that situation last night. So I'm not sure what the Ghost of Christmas Future card represents to me at this point, but in shadow work, how do the words romance, charm, creativity, and emotional sensitivity resonate or trigger me? When I read the romance card, I actually chuckled when I pulled it. My husband and I have a wonderful relationship. We've been together many years, but, due to health problems and such, I don't want to give too much information, but, we're not 20 anymore, but we have fun. We went out for coffee the other day. We still have fun, but, we have a more older, mature relationship now. Charm and creativity, emotional sensitivity. Is there potential for relationship or a creative project? And your own shadow work, how does that look? Is there a project you've been putting off that maybe this is the year, or something you want to explore? I guess romance doesn't have to be of like the sappy movie kind of romance. It can be maybe like my romance, my love of bike riding. Maybe I'm restarting my love of bike riding and maybe sharing that with others. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it means for me. Are you sure what it means for you? But that is today's tarot spread. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was for entertainment and a little bit of educational benefit. I have much to do on this Christmas Eve. I may check in again on Christmas just to say hello. If you're spending the holidays alone and having a tough time, we all have weird work schedules. I spend a lot of time alone here at the cottage, so I check in on social media often. If you're struggling and need someone to talk to, I'm usually around, so don't be afraid to reach out. Even if you can't message me because of the weird settings, leave me a text on the page and I can try to contact you if you need someone to reach out to. You can also email me at theholisticwitch@gmail.com. It's about time for me to set up the Spookio for my live yoga and time class. Today we will be focusing on a sip and flow about the chakras and the senses, and I'll leave it at that. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, remember everything's connected. Try not to get overwhelmed. It's okay to be who you are, which as you wish. One more thing on that. If you're going to be in large holiday groups and you are in the BC or you are a new broom in the BC, you do not have to overshare your witchy journey. Be safe, be comfortable, be confident, and remember everything's connected, which as you wish. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas if you're celebrating. And bye-bye.